Welcome children, Sairam. In today's class of English grammar, we are going to learn something new and very interesting. Are you ready to learn? Yes? So children, today we are going to learn a new chapter, chapter number 13, Conjunctions. Now children, before we proceed further, I would like to ask you one question. Now children, look at these two pictures. One picture is of Tom and the other picture is of Jerry. Now children, I have these two pictures. Okay? Now, I want to join these two pictures. So children, my question is, what will I use to join these two pictures? Which thing will I use to join these two pictures? Think. Yes, you are right. I will use glue to join these two pictures. So children, let us use glue to join these two pictures. Okay, now with the help of glue, I have joined these two pictures. So, the glue is the thing which helps to join two things. Now children, here there are two words, apple, mango. Now I want to join these two words. So children, can you tell me which word will I use over here to join these two words? Can you tell me? Yes, you are right. I will use and to join these two words, apple and mango. So the word and is known as conjunction. Okay? The word that joins two words or sentences is known as conjunction. So the word and is like a glue that holds two words or sentences. Okay? A conjunction is a glue that joins words or sentences. Joining words are known as conjunctions. I repeat, joining words are known as conjunctions. Children, some common joining words or some common conjunctions are and, but, so, or, because, etc. I repeat, some common conjunctions are and, but, so, because, or, etc. Let's start with the conjunction and. Children, now I am going to explain you how to use and to join two sentences. We use and to join two words or sentences with a similar idea. Now children, what do you mean by similar idea? Similar idea means same ideas. When any two sentences include similar ideas or same ideas, then we use and to join those two sentences. Okay. Now children, let us go through some examples. Read the following sentences. Seema likes bread, full stop. Seema likes milk. Now children, what is the similarity between these two sentences? The similar point in both the sentences is about what Seema likes. Now here Seema likes two different things. In one sentence Seema likes bread and in the other sentence Seema likes milk. So children, here one person likes two different things. So who's that one person? The one person is Seema and we are talking about her likes. So children, while writing answer, you will write the part that is common in both sentences only one time and then join the remaining two different parts using and. So children, let us write the answer. Seema likes bread and milk. Is that clear? Now children, let us see one more example. Reena shall come to school. Full stop. Sia shall come to school. Now children, here in these two sentences, there are two different people and they both are doing the same action. Now children, who are the two different people? The two different people are Reena and Sia. And what is similar in between both of them? The similar point in between both of them is that they shall come to school. Okay. Now children, while writing answer, you will join the two different names by using and then continue with remaining part that is similar in between both of them only one time. So children, let us see the answer. Reena and Sia shall come to school. Now children, let me explain you again. Seema likes bread and milk. Reena and Sia shall come to school. Now children, here in the above sentences, and is a conjunction. So children, we use and to join two words or sentences with a similar idea. I repeat, we use and to join two words or sentences with a similar idea. Now children, let us move on to the next conjunction, that is but. We use but to join two words or statements which have contrasting ideas. Now children, what do you mean by contrasting ideas? Contrasting ideas means opposite ideas. The ideas that are different from each other. Okay. I repeat, we use but to join two words or statements which have contrasting ideas. Contrasting ideas means opposite ideas. Now children, let us go through the example. Now here there are two sentences. Okay. The days in Rajasthan are very hot. Full stop. The nights in Rajasthan are very pleasant. Now children, here there are two different sentences. Okay. Having contrasting ideas. Okay. Now here you have to join these two sentences using but. Okay. So children, how will you join these two sentences? Let us see. The days in Rajasthan are very hot, but the nights are very pleasant. Children, as I told you, we have to write the similar point only one time. So children, what is the similar point in both the sentences? Yes, you are right. The similar point in both the sentences is Rajasthan. So children, in the answer we have written Rajasthan only one time. And what are the opposite ideas. In the first sentence, we are talking about the days in Rajasthan that are very hot. And in the second sentence, we are talking about the nights in Rajasthan that are very pleasant. So children, here these are the two different ideas. Okay, and we have joined these two different ideas using but. I repeat the answer. The days in Rajasthan are very hot, but the nights are very pleasant. Now children, let us move on to the other example. He was a good man. Full stop. He was a bad king. Now children, over here, I am talking about himself, that he was a good man. At the same time, he was a bad king, which means I am telling two things or saying or describing him using two different ideas or contrast ideas. So children, how do I combine these two sentences using but? I could simply say he was a good man but a bad king. Now children, let me explain you again. The days in Rajasthan are very hot, but the nights are very pleasant. He was a good man, but a bad king. Here, in the above sentences, but is a conjunction. We use but to join two words or statements which have contrasting ideas. I repeat, we use but to join two words or statements which have contrasting ideas. Now children, let us move on to the next conjunction, that is or. We use or to join two words or sentences which have a choice. I repeat, we use or to join two words or sentences which have a choice. Let us go through the example. Speak the truth, full stop, you will be punished. Now children, here there are two sentences and you have a choice. Speak the truth. This is one sentence. Okay. And if you do not speak the truth, what is the second option? You will be punished. So children, while writing answer, how will you write? You will write speak the truth or you will be punished. So children, here you have a choice between these two sentences. Speak the truth or you will be punished. Now next example. Walk fast, full stop, you shall miss the bus. So children, how will you write this answer? You will use or to join these two sentences which have a choice. So now let us write this answer. Walk fast or you shall miss the bus. Now children, let me explain you again. Speak the truth or you will be punished. Walk fast or you shall miss the bus. Here in the above sentences, or is a conjunction. We use or to join two words or sentences which have a choice. I repeat, we use or to join two words or sentences which have a choice. Now children, let us move on to the next conjunction, that is because. We use the conjunction because when one sentence says something and the other explains the reason for it. I repeat, we use the conjunction because when one sentence says something and the other explains the reason for it. let us go through the example. We cannot go to school, full stop. It is raining heavily. Now children, in these two sentences, the first sentence says that we cannot go to school. Okay, this is a statement. And the second sentence is explaining the reason behind not going to school. So, we will join these two sentences using because. So, how we will join? Let us see. We cannot go to school because it is raining heavily. Now, let us go through another example. The crowd cheered the players, full stop. Their performance was very good. Now children, how will you write the answer? Let us see. The crowd cheered the players because their performance was very good. Now children, here the two sentences, the crowd cheered the players and their performance was very good, are joined by the conjunction because. So children, we use the conjunction because when one sentence says something and the other explains the reason for it. Okay, let me explain you again. We cannot go to school because it is raining heavily. The crowd cheered the players because their performance was very good. Here, in the above sentences, because is a conjunction. We use the conjunction because when one sentence says something and the other explains the reason for it. I repeat, we use the conjunction because when one sentence says something and the other explains the reason for it. Now children, let us move on to the next conjunction, that is so. We use the conjunction so to show the effect of an action. I repeat, we use the conjunction so to show the effect of an action. Now, let us go through the examples. You worked hard, full stop. You passed the examination. Now here, in these two sentences, the first sentence says that you worked hard. That means you have done an action. Okay. And the second sentence is the effect of that action. Okay. What is the effect of that action? That you passed the examination. So children, how will you write this answer? You will use so to join these two sentences. So let us join. You worked hard, so you passed the examination. Okay. Now let us see another example. It is raining heavily, full stop. I could not go to school. Now children, how will you write this answer? Let us see. It is raining heavily, so I could not go to school. Now children, here the two sentences, it is raining heavily and I could not go to school, are joined by the conjunction so. We use the conjunction so to show the effect of an action. Let me explain you again. You worked hard, so you passed the examination. It is raining heavily, so I could not go to school. Now children, here in the above sentences, so is a conjunction. We use the conjunction so to show the effect of an action. I repeat, we use the conjunction so to show the effect of an action. So children, the common conjunctions are and, but, so, or because. Similarly, there are many other conjunctions used to join two sentences. They are till, until, after, yet, though, since, although, that. So children, let us recap of what we have learnt today. We have learnt that joining words are known as conjunctions. Some common conjunctions are and, but, or, so, because. We use and to join two words or sentences with a similar idea. We use but to join two words or statements which have contrasting ideas. We use or to join two words or sentences which have a choice. We use the conjunction because when one sentence says something and the other explains the reason for it. We use the conjunction so to show the effect of an action. So children, thank you very much. Today we have completed chapter number 13, conjunctions. In the next part, we will do revision of the chapters which are there for the exam. Till then, Sai Ram.